Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 17th. The year is 2022. It is a beautiful, rainy day in Georgia. We need this rain. Y'all, it was so hot over here this summer when I was working on this house. I literally went from, when I purchased this house, I weighed 280 pounds. I got down to 230 pounds working on this house in this heat. Loading, taking shit, take to the dumpster. I put everything in the dumpsters. These lazy workers wouldn't do shit. And they would come in and do this work. Some of them would put stuff in the dumpster. But the vast majority of the stuff, I had to lug down that hill with a wheelbarrow and throw it in that dumpster my damn self. Sheetrock, old cabinetry, trash. This house generated a ton of trash. I just had a big old pile of trash in front of my house today. They just picked it all up. I finally could park the cars in the garage. It's been a journey over here, more than what I had anticipated, but this was a fairly large home that needed a substantial amount of work. The work is, for the most part, completed. Yeah, I even got my final, some bedroom furniture delivered yesterday from a guy, of all places, I met off Instagram. And we were looking at some furniture, and I said I loved it. And he literally, a black business owner who sells furniture. He brought the furniture to my home. I didn't pay for it. He came and set it up. Literally, I saw the furniture on, today is Thursday, Wednesday. I saw the furniture Tuesday night, contacted him. I saw the furniture Monday night, contacted him Tuesday morning. He sent me a couple of pictures. We went back and forth, negotiated a price. I love the price. He had it, he can deliver it the same day. Later on that evening, he bought the furniture. I said, it was beautiful. I said, okay, this is what I'm talking about. Black folks trying to do something positive with life. I talked to him on the phone. We negotiated. We went back and forth. When I said negotiate, I was trying to figure out what I wanted. The pieces, the nightstands, the beds, the dressers. I already had my mattresses. I had a sleep number bed up there. So this is up in the attic area, and I just finished the 4th level. So I needed some furniture, and I was going to all these stores, and I didn't see nothing I liked. But I looked on Instagram and saw something I really liked and could get it the same day. Delivered by a brother who owns a furniture place. And so there are some black folks out here doing some wonderful, positive things with their lives. Came out here, great customer service, set it up, cleaned up the pack, took all the boxes and stuff away. No issues. The stuff is beautiful. I'm very happy the stuff weighed a ton because I had to help him carry it up them stairs. This is heavy. Quality furniture. You know, I can't say that it was all, the price of the furniture was substantially less than what I was seeing at some furniture stores, but not too much cheaper. It was because most furniture stores didn't have nothing in stock anyway, and it'd be months before I can get what I was looking for. And he had it in stock. I got it the same day, and he didn't charge me any delivery fees or anything. He brought it right on out and set it up. Can't beat that. One day shopping. So the same day I saw it online, I got it delivered to my house. I thought that was wonderful. You know, maybe that was just a fluke. Maybe, you know, I got lucky and he really, you know, he had one other stop before here and he loaded, said he'd go on his way. And sure enough, by 7 o'clock that evening, yesterday evening, he was here. My whole point of this is that there are some black folks out here who are really doing some things, who are doing some positive stuff. You all have to start making decisions who you want to be involved in your life, who you want in your circle, who you want a seat at your table, who you want to sit down and eat with. Because if you keep surrounding yourself with ignorant ass niggas, if you keep surrounding yourselves with niggas who ain't doing nothing but smoking weed all day, getting high, partying, clubbing, ain't doing a motherfucking thing. If you keep surrounding yourself with these ignorant niggas who ain't going nowhere in life, ain't trying to do shit, all they gonna do is drag you down into the abyss. See, I don't want them niggas around me. I learned a long time ago, I don't give a fuck what you do in life. But whoever you surround yourself with will dictate the path of your life and where you're going. And if you're surrounded with a bunch of ignorant ass people, I don't care what race, nigga, white, black, nigga ain't a race, but I don't care who they are. If you surround yourself with a bunch of people who ain't going no place, you ain't going nowhere either. And that's why I tend to keep my circle very small, because I've learned there are a lot of folks who just happy with the way that they miserable life, fucked up as life is. You got a lot of folks out here in Niggerville, y'all, who are just happy with the way they life fucked up as life is and determined to fuck your life up in the process too. So you have to make a decision. Either keep hanging around them ignorant motherfuckers who ain't going nowhere, who ain't doing shit, but trying to destroy their lives and yours too. Or find people who are more progressive, more positive, who are actively involved in doing positive things. Because if you don't find people who are out there doing positive things, here he comes. I don't know what it is about these dogs, but every time I do these videos, they hear me talking and they just come over and they just say, I just want to come over and say good morning too. You want to say good morning too? Say good morning to the people. Say good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I done put his food out, put water out, put toys out. I'm trying to do my little video. I said, okay, here he comes. As I start talking, he's going to run his ass over here. You ain't got nothing else to do. Let me help you out. Go on over there before I put you in that cage. I ain't biting me. If you don't find positive people to surround yourself with, your life will be miserable. I don't care if it's family members. I don't care if it's friends, associates, co-workers. If you got a job and you surround yourself with ignorant motherfuckers at that job, your job is going to be miserable. You may even get fired because they might get rid of all y'all miserable asses. If you're around somebody who's always negative about every goddamn thing, they don't see nothing. Okay, prime example. Everybody's screaming, oh, we're in a recession, we're in a recession. No, you're in a recession. So I keep telling them, don't call me with this bullshit. They ain't doing shit any damn way. These niggas that called me on the phone, so I hear we in a recession. I said, well, what are you doing about this being in a recession? Because you ain't been doing nothing for the past couple of years now. Working some little funky job and barely doing that. You ain't doing shit any damn way. So you say we're in a recession, but you've been in a recession depression for as far as I've known your ass. What are you doing? Some people ain't doing nothing with their lives. I do realize that, right? They go to a little funky job, get a little funky paycheck, and they miserable as hell. We in a recession. You've been in a recession depression since the day I met your black ass. So what's good? What's new? Some of these people ain't doing shit, ain't going nowhere. Now, in regards to the so-called recession that supposedly, even though the feds and nobody else, the federal government, no one else has announced we're in a recession. If you decide to take that bait and live your life if you are in a recession, that's on you. See, I've been down that path before. When the economy tanked in 2008, 2009, the worst mistake I made was to lay up in that house instead of getting up out there and finding something else to do. The housing market collapsed, and I was presented with other opportunities, but I was so caught up in the collapse of the housing market because I've been renovating houses for a few years, for quite some time, over a decade. I mean, so devastated. Like, what? I did everything right. And, you know, sometimes you can do everything right and still run into a financial issue that might be beyond your control. I don't know what's going on with this damn phone. So sometimes I know the problem is these damn notifications. I had to reboot this phone and getting all these fucking notifications for Instagram. And I don't know why. But sometimes you have to make a decision that you're going to live your life in a much more positive way than what, like, for example, when the economy tanked. There was a real estate agent who reached out to me. I'll never forget this. Her name was Janaea. And she wanted me to assist her with some stuff, some short sales and all this other stuff. But I was so devastated and so busy licking my wounds about the housing market that had literally collapsed around me that I missed out on an amazing opportunity to work with her. And this girl later on very quickly became one of the top real estate agents in the state because she knew how to do these short sales on foreclosures and stuff. And all I had to do was assist her. And I could have made good money doing that. because I couldn't see the forest for the trees instead of realizing there's money in these collapsing housing market around. She saw an opportunity, something that I couldn't visibly see at that point. And I could have worked with her, and we could have really did plow through that shit and made a killing, and she did do so. Without my dumb black ass who laid up in bed watching TV. All I had to do was go to her office and sit with her and help her do them short sales. She was selling houses. People, even in the economic downturn, people still gonna buy houses. Y'all do realize that, right? They're just cheaper prices. That girl sold real estate all the way through the houses downturn of 2008. Every year I watched Janaea. She has been at the top of the list of real estate even now, through good times and their bad times. Very smart young lady. You have to decide. You control your life. You decide the outcome. And I decided the outcome when I was laying in bed now. And of course, I couldn't make no money laying in bed watching TV. It wasn't until I got out of bed and found my ways start getting involved in what I love worst, which was working out. And people say, Walter, you work out all the time, every day. Why aren't you training people? And it never even dawned on me. You know, I was like, I don't know. And then finally, I started the process of training clients and getting involved in that. Got on Facebook and Instagram and, started promoting myself as a trainer and getting clients and it kind of exploded. And that was the path that I needed to go down. But it would have never happened if I had just laid in my house bed watching TV. And at that time, I was surrounded by a bunch of people who also got hurt by the collapse of the housing market. So if you surround yourself with people who ain't doing so well financially, you're going to be just like them on the same boat ride. Everybody, woe is me. We ain't nothing real we can do. Woe is me. And if you continue to lay up in bed like I did, like they all did, and be all, woe is me, the end of the world is here. And it ended for us too. I had to stop dealing with all those folks. I had to cut them off. I don't deal with any of those people. And I had to cut them off because I couldn't have them in my inner circle no more because they weren't going nowhere. They were stuck. You have to make the decision. You control your destiny, regardless of what anybody says. You control your destiny. And sometimes controlling your destiny also means controlling the people who are allowed to come around you. Because once they get in here into your head and fill your brain with all this negativity. And one of the things I've learned about niggas, they never positive about nothing but smoking weed, drinking, partying, and clubbing. Anything to do with let's have some fun. They down for that. Anything else? Business ventures? Start a business? Trying to do something positive for financial? Crank up that grill and throw out some ribs on that barbecue and go out there and do stuff like that. Then they all ready. So you have to make a decision who you want to be bothered with. If you surround yourself with positive-minded people, your journey through life will be a whole lot easier. Every time I talk to somebody, they bring up negative stuff from negative people. I say, well, why do you deal with these people? Cut them off. That's my mama. You don't have to deal with your mama every day if she's so negative. Put her ass on block and deal with her when you want to deal with her. And then my friends, you need to get new friends then. When that's the guy I'm dating, well, you need to cut that dating out. And if you're dating somebody who's very negative about the things that you're trying to do, I meet people all the time who are attempting or trying to do some type of business venture. And they encounter a lot of negativity from their family members and friends and people, and they cut their motherfuckers off. That's just, I always tell them, just leave them alone. Why are you trying? They won't support me. Why are you trying to get them ignorant niggas to support your business venture? Yeah, they're your family members. Yeah, they're your friends. Yeah, your associates. That don't mean they're going to support you and what you're trying to do. Forget it. And quit trying to pursue them. When I started personal training, I went. The worst mistake I made was calling people I knew. Man, I ain't doing that, Walter. You don't know what he fucking doing. I had to find complete strangers who wanted to train with me. But I didn't know any of these people, and I met a great group of people who had admired me in the gym and said, "Yeah, I'll train with you, man. I've been wanting to know what you do. You do all these exercises. Let me show me what you do." You know, I had to deal with them folks. All new people. People I still deal with to this day. Over 15 years later, I'm still dealing with these people, and these people love the advice. Everybody ain't for everybody. There were some people I met along the journey who didn't want me bothering me, and I didn't want to be bothered with them. But you have to make up your mind how you gonna move forward in life, because everything boils down to you. I don't care who you're dealing with. I don't care about your mama, your brother, your sisters, your neighbor, your cat, your dog. It all boils down to you and your decisions that you make and the things that you do. Now, a lot of y'all want to live around black folks. I keep hearing people, I can't blame because I want to live around black people. I don't get that. Because a lot of these niggas ain't going nowhere. A lot of these niggas ain't doing shit with their fucking lives, and you want to be surrounded by these ignorant ass niggas. It's like, okay, I think I'd rather be around people who are trying to do something positive with their lives. I don't care what their race is. If they willing to do business with me, and I do business with all races, but I do understand in the concept of being around people who look like you, and you think you're going to have some success in life. Doesn't that, y'all, it ain't working for a lot of folks. That's how, unfortunately, a lot of blacks suffer from jealousy, envy, and hate. And if you surround yourself with a lot of these ignorant ass niggas whose hearts are filled with jealousy, envy, and hate, as you have success, you're going to end up dead. Why do you think all these rap stars and rappers and getting shot and killed, flashy cars, flashy jewelry, they seem to be making it, going somewhere, the next thing you know, boom, they shot and killed. Who's like, okay, what the fuck didn't happen over here? Why are all these guys showing up dead? I got to lure him away from these wires. Get your ass over there. You just have to wonder, what? You see, these black rappers, these artists and musicians, and in the entertainment world, they want to show their bling off on social media and all this stuff, and they think they attract these hoodlums around them. And they don't realize the people they're attracting will lead up to their death. We ain't learned them from Tupac death, Biggie Smalls, all these brothers, nobody's learned. I have. You can't be around them ignorant ass niggas. They will kill you. There are people who have tried to harm me that I personally knew that I thought was my road dogs. And I had to learn, leave these niggas alone. If you're trying to start a business, don't tell these people. Now I've said this 1,000 times. Quit sharing your fucking business and what you're trying to do with these ignorant niggas. Don't tell them shit, just go do it. They're not looking out for your best interest. Quit sharing your personal business with these ignorant ass niggas. Just go do it. In fact, I wouldn't tell their asses nothing. I'd be like a thief in the middle of the night and wouldn't say shit. I wouldn't tell them anything what you're planning, what you're plotting on, nothing. Just do it. Because you're going to waste a whole lot of time, anger, and pain. You can eliminate all that by not thinking. For some reason, we seem to think that people who look like us have our best intentions for us, and that's not true. This just isn't true. When I first started renovating houses back in the late 90s, I thought my friends and family members would rally around and support me and Earl when we were doing that. They didn't. I thought these people would be by my side and help us and join in with us, and let's all have. They didn't. They stood on the sidelines with all this negativity. This ain't gonna happen, and that's gonna happen, and they're gonna fail. And well, we started renovating the house in 1998 and did it for a whole 10 years and made good money until the economy tanked in 2008, 2009, and we probably could have continued forward had we came together and came up with a solution and kept moving forward. But then, we didn't. So I listened to. Now you're over there making all this noise. Now you done got ridiculous. You go from chewing wires to making all this squeaky noise. It's like, okay, what is going on here? But it's raining outside. I can't put it out there on that porch like I wanted to this morning. Last night so yesterday when I was having furniture delivered last night, I went into the bedroom and I saw a little packet, a needle. Like an insulin needle package, a little thing, a little tip of a needle that you take a shot with. And I saw the paper. So the needle was missing. So I immediately said, oh shit, this damn dog done ate this damn needle because the needle was missing. So I'm looking all around trying to find the needle. I'm thinking, could he have ate it? I see the paper where it was in there. Go over there and get that damn thing. So I see the paper where it was in there in the bedroom. Now, because we were the guys helping Mr. French and Earl. This was Earl's fault because I told Earl to keep an eye on this damn dog because he's just a little baby, a little puppy. He didn't found the little needle. He grabbed it and chewed it up, ate it, got it out the paper, out the little wrapper. And so I'm looking around for the needle like, well, where's the fucking needle? Did he eat it? So I go to Earl. I said, well, Earl was coming out there. I said, Earl, when you were in the shower, did you not see him grab up that needle that was sitting on that nightstand or something? He said, I didn't see no needle. I said, well, here's the paperwork right here. So he must have ate it. That's what I'm thinking. I didn't look all over the place for the needle. I'm looking, I'm thinking, oh my God, you didn't swallow this needle. I'm Googling what to do if your dog swallows a needle. I'm calling the 24-hour vets, like, should we bring him in an x-ray and all this stuff? And me and Earl battling back and forth. Of course, the guy up there putting up the furniture. I'm right, like, this thing's crazy over here. I'm just trying to figure out, did he eat it or what? And what should we do now? So as I'm going through all this stuff, going on the internet, calling these people and stuff like that, I see little Grayson over in the corner with his back to us. He lay him back staring in the corner. So I'm thinking, maybe he's sick or something. Because I'm looking around for the needle. He over there. And as I'm walking around the room, Grayson keeps turning his back to me. See, this dog is smart. So I know, so wait a minute, he keeps turning his back to me. So I go to the other side, he's cut around the other way. So I ran up over there, right, and he jumps up. And guess what's in his mouth? That damn needle. He ain't just chewing away. Then it was on. The chase was on, because I got to chase his ass down. I'm chasing him all over the damn house, trying to get the damn needle. He running all over places. He could have been like a damn comedy show. He running, jumping over furniture, jumping all over. This damn dog is fast as hell. Finally, I cornered his ass under the nightstand, under the cocktail table in the living room. But the cocktail table was on wheels. I had the advantage, so he hiding under there. I rolled that damn thing and lunged on his ass and grabbed the needle out of his damn mouth. There it was. He chewing on it. I said, I got it. He's back to chewing. He's back. Y'all, I wish y'all could see him. He's right under my feet right now, chewing on his damn dog. He has to be watched because he's a little puppy, a little baby. He need to be. I just fed it there and took him outside because it's raining. Anyway, I know this video is a lot longer than we didn't, but y'all need to be very careful who you deal with. Black folks, because we see people that look like us, whether it's your neighbors, your family members, or friends. We tend to think that these people are on our side. Many times they're not. Those young men that got ran down in Chicago, I bet my life on it was somebody black behind the wheel of that car. Did he see him or not? Was it intentional? We gonna find out. But I bet you $1 million that was a black person who ran them black men down out there. And could be a gay guy who might have been in that club with them is what they're thinking, but we'll find out. The truth will come out. Y'all need to start. I want to be around black folks. I moved to Atlanta to be around black people. And you end up dead someplace. I personally didn't move around Atlanta to be around black folks. My family member, my mother moved here in 1989. I moved here. I ain't too keen on being around a bunch of niggas. Because I know how they fucking get down. Whether they're your neighbors, family members, or friends, I tend to keep my distance. I don't mind dealing with black folks who trying to do something with their lives, but all black folks ain't trying to do everything. All black folks ain't trying to do something positive. I've lived in black neighborhoods and them niggas ain't doing shit, but plotting on ways to try to steal your shit. All right, so somebody's at my door, so let me go because I got expect. But anyway, today is Wednesday, August 17th, the year is 2022. I'm going to conclude this video, and I'm out of here. I'll speak to y'all later.